This is the third time I'm talking about him, and I don't want to keep focusing on one specific person, but it was made, or it was brought to my attention that I was featured in a video about, or not about, in a video from Rev Says Desu. 600,000 plus subs on YouTube. I have covered 2 of his videos previously. I am not covering this entire video. I have better things to do with the next 3 hours of my life. You want to send a link in chat? Go for it. I don't block links. But what I find really interesting is the first video I covered with Rev, where we disagreed, surprisingly. He took the stance of, you shouldn't be signal boosting the people that you disagree with because it directs harassment towards them. You should be avoiding that kind of behavior. But this entire video is him responding to quote tweets from a hot take thread about unpopular VTuber opinions. And, well, he commented on mine. Not the longest section of his video, but I'm flattered he knows me. Say hi to Rev, chat. Also, thank you. Click. Interesting. So that's Coco. Oh, she's cute. I like her horns. But yeah, Rev took the stance of, you shouldn't carelessly leave information out that would let people direct harassment towards the people you disagree with. And, well, you can see my Twitter handle right there, my profile pic. I'm not changing it. So, Rev, I will say that I have watched this already, his response. I did watch it before I went to bed, but like I tried to watch the entire video to see where I was, but holy shit, I couldn't get through 3 minutes without disagreeing.
And this is related to it. Ignoring discourse in the VTuber community doesn't make you a better person. It makes you complacent to those actively trying to make it worse for everyone. And I completely disagree.
Shocker.
I feel like this is content creation. If you want to engage in discourse, that is fine. If you want to use your platform to do that, no one's stopping you. But I'm going to tell you, it's going to alienate a lot of your viewers. And again, if you're okay with that, fine. But most people are there for entertainment, not to hear about certain discourse that is controversial, that is involved with real world themes. Like, look at me.
Did I mention real world themes? I said ignoring discourse in the VTuber community. That it's talking about the VTubers in general, not explicitly about IRL politics. While I do pay attention to IRL politics because I'm not a child, I don't explicitly cover IRL politics. I prefer to cover VTubers and how I can tie that into pushing progressive thought because, you know, it's kind of good to have civil rights. I'm just saying.
Who wants to hear my opinion on some big political issue?
I don't know. Did you ask the 700,000 or the 600,000 people that sub to you?
Like, what is my qualification?
600 people, 600,000 people apparently.
What is the qualification of all these VTubers who don't even know how to file their own taxes?
I've been filing my own taxes since I was 18.
And they're supposed to be telling you some nuanced opinion about serious stuff, and like, I don't want to hear their opinion.
You don't need to hear my opinion, but I mean, you're actively engaging with my opinion and pushing my opinion to your audience, so thank you.
You know, they're allowed to do it, but I don't think they're any more qualified than the average person, and having a big platform, they need...
I mean, yeah. Of course I'm not more qualified than your average person. I'm a tiny-ass porn tuber that got 23 likes on a hot take.
to think a little harder before they engage in serious discourse. I think...
Rev, I wish you would hear yourself.
It's fair to ask that you don't just start blurting out things because you feel some sort of entitlement to do so, because...
Please, Rev, listen to yourself and think about what you're saying when you say it, especially on a video.
Because it makes you complacent. You know, it is perfectly valid to want to talk about political things just as it is valid to not want to talk about those things. Go create a personal account. Talk there. Why do
I actually found that I prefer to make my personal account just for my art. My content is political. If you got a problem with that, don't follow me, don't watch my content. It's that simple.
Why do you got to do it on your page you make content on?
Because that is my content.
I don't understand. There should never be an obligation to talk about anything.
There is no obligation. We just talk about the things we like talking about. And I wasn't saying that you have to engage with discourse. I'm just saying ignoring, or the position that ignoring the discourse doesn't make you an inherently better person. It literally is turning a blind eye to people actively trying to make it worse. And I will say, when I wrote that tweet, I was thinking about you, Rev. I think you are being a problem in this community that you claim to not really be a part of or not want to associate with, even though you use a VTuber and explicitly cover VTuber topics. Like, do you want your cake and eat it too? You just want to bitch about drama while not calling yourself political, which means you're just pushing a bias without acknowledging that bias. Do you even recognize it, I wonder?
Just like you have the right to make whatever content you want, same applies to what you talk about. It's your content. It should be what you want to do. That's the whole point of VTubing. Being anything you want to be. Making any type of content that you want.
And that's why you're a little girl. Thank you. Yeah, so that was my whole feature on Rev's video. That was fun. Honestly, I would love to actually talk out our disagreements, me and Rev, but he never responded to my DM on Twitter. Obviously, I'm tiny as fuck, and he doesn't really engage with other people directly. At least, I haven't really seen anything of him even working with any other streamer directly. It's just been him responding to drama. But honestly, this is really making me question, why do people enjoy Rev's content? It's explicitly VTuber drama, and yet it's a lot of him denigrating people for speaking their opinions about the VTuber community. I just don't get where he's coming from. People are 100% free to watch him and free to agree with him if they like. But seriously, I don't get it. I would be more than willing to have him on or go on to his stream. I don't care. I would love to talk with him, but I really doubt that's going to happen. Because, like, does he ever engage? So if there is anybody that would really like to come on and talk to me about Rev's... What's the phrase? If anybody would really talk to me about, damn it, what's that word? Rev's appeal. I would greatly want to hear about that, because I want to understand why people are really going back to that, aside from, hey, people like drama. That gets the clicks. You know that. That's why your channel is successful. So why denigrate people for engaging with drama? Let me know. Seriously. I want to discuss this.